Derek Favors. It's a 5, a legitimate 5. Now J.J. Redick. He played for the Clips. Does he get the roll? No. And Paul George gets the board. Right on line, a little bit short for the first try of the game. Lou Williams. And cleared away by Kenrich Williams. So Williams to Williams. E'Twaun Moore. And let's see how the Pels have been playing a lot of catch-up in the first 3-4 minutes of the game. Favors going to the line looking for the three-point play.
Derek
Favors with a nice pass. Kenrich Williams already has got a couple of offensive rebounds in this game. It's going to be by committee. They've got to get it and balance it. Paul George had a cross picked up by Kenrich Williams. And you may see some rust. Harold Drew thinking pass, may have taken it to him. Take the look himself as Paul George will glass it home. Points off a turnover.
Yeah, and that's the most important.
In rhythm.
Right.
Come on.
We talked about the shot preparation and shot work and then footwork of J.J. Redick to get to where he wants to get to, and he's always on balance.
Paul George back into the game, and he's going to the line looking for the three-point play on the rim.
Leading this team right now, because I think that's incredibly important. And they're not just leading with words, they're leading with action. Attacking the rim, J.J. Redick doing what he does best, Drew Holiday doing what he does best.
From the grease board to the execution.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it to you and literally kick it to Frank Jackson in the corner.
Man, that was a good scoop by the shortstop. Paul George filling it up, starting to warm up in a two-point hand. I thought he'd take the little mid-range.
Right.
Man, it was wide open.
And that's a good call. Sometimes you have to understand the best shot is a pull-up shot, because now it puts Jackson Hayes and
to put a body on him. Had a couple of chances to grab that one. Now, Nico Melli, not close, out of his hand, almost like he rushed it a little bit.
Yeah.
33-31. Nobody accounted, helped out, so Zubac gets the easy one. He was a gift to the Clips.
Shot is it puts you in the situation for a 2-for-1.
Well, that's what he was thinking.
Right.
So here comes the D in a reach. Frank Jackson gets it. Pels had a foul to give, though. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in the backcourt, and Jerome Robinson. It's a big guard. It'll be a flip for Zubac. Loose stuff, and that would have been a miraculous one. And an easy putback for Zubac that time, as they kept it alive with the big guy. Frank Jackson and a blocking foul on Paul George. They're out of fouls.
To be ready for Paul George and all he brings to this game.
Well, you know, he's another great.
Joel, it is a visual pitch count tonight. Doc Rivers tells me he's just going to be watching Paul George to see how much contact and how much running he can withstand this evening.
Well, it works. That's what I thought Nickeil Alexander-Walker was going to take late in the first quarter.
Right, and that's really good action. Floppy action, which they're running under the rim. That's the same call.
Yeah, he led
that's
with
the same exact call.
There's the mid-range, good big guard. Jerome Robinson saw it coming. So he didn't quit on the play. He played through the pick. Paul George had it tapped away, but the length of Nickeil Alexander-Walker. You want to just hold your own because your big three are on the bench.
Right, in this second quarter has been a quarter that has troubled the Pelicans all season long.
It'll be Paul George going to the line of the foul. Out of the shot clock, out of the break. E'Twaun Moore on the run. And extra pass, got to go. Won't get it off. And a foul and a break on it. That's why Derek Favors is back in it again. That was the only sub for the Pels during the timeout. Jackson will get a bigger base. He'll get stronger. Paul George held. It'll come into the side, but it's to get prepared. Now Holiday's got man on his back. There was a hold on Holiday, and I don't blame Alvin. You can't get into the bonus if they don't blow the whistle.
Right.
And that's what Drew is saying right now. They put it back into play, but it's delay game of the Clips. They came out late. Pat Frere recognized that. Paul George playing with 4 fouls and going to his strong side and undeterred as he gets to the rack. 72-6. They had 5 of the first 8 minutes of the game. Redick and Favors, a little two-man game, and Favors has that. It's a little bit short, but he's always had the face-up game. A little wince grab to his right knee now. Paul George free on the arc, and Favors will come down with it.
A lot of contact on J.J. Redick. Because of his reputation, his ability to shoot the basketball, they're doing a lot of grabbing and holding to deter him from using screens.
That's a good D. That's a real good with that. So 2 minutes gone by, an 11-point lead. And let's see if the Pels can maintain kind of the stiff arm of the separation. Paul George will have something to do with that.
Other half, but you got to get some better offensive possessions down here.
Well, you got to score more than 2 over 3 minutes.
Right.
Whatever point of the game, they've only got 2, and it's going to be Paul George wide open. He'll get the roll. Still in his hands. Let's review it. Pels have it. 6-point game, though.
Good
nice
pass.
setup. And what a block by Harrell. Montrezl Harrell as Drew Holiday jumped the route on Paul George.
15 minutes of play. Jamel McMillan does tell me they're going to try to run him more, wind him more this half. Also, they want to keep the pace up. They think that's what's causing him to make all those fouls. He's in foul trouble right now with 4. And
With him before the game, and he said he hasn't felt this good in years. I don't know if he's referring to his shoulders or his conditioning, but he looks really good tonight.
J.J. Redick coming up short after the mid-range. Looked pretty good for PG-13 with the ball in his hands. So Paul George, the 29-year-old young man from Southern California. The flip, it'll work by Mo Harkless. 2-point game, 92-90. So
But take charges.
Jackson Hayes dealing with Montrezl Harrell now. Paul George coming off the rub. And another little mid-range look. Picked up by Redick. He's taking the shot in rhythm. He's not trying to do too much. He's 7 of 9 now with 17 points.
Analytics who?
Thank you. Well, the best player in the NBA. It'll be a shot by 1:10 to play. For a 19-year-old. Plenty upside. Way ahead. The roll, Harrell, too easy.
So now in the first half, you realize when Drew Holiday was on the weak side, he was rotating early, knowing what they were looking for. So when Montrez caught the ball, he had someone there.
There's a foul on George. That's his
and that's smart. They subbed out Lou Williams and they put in Paul George. Now everything they're going to do offensively is going to go through that guy with the ball. Exactly. You have to make him see bodies.
Dejuan Moore sets it up for the hot hand. In and out. Williams saves. Holiday with 10 on the shot clock. Off the rub. And the Euro. Hayes is there. Kept it alive, but is picked up by Paul George. Now Robinson. He wanted the shot. Instead, power play. Why not? He had a mismatch.
You can ask Kenrich Wood.
Dejuan Moore using the pick effectively. Little mid-range. Too strong. Kept alive, but Paul George has it. The Clips have a chance to take the lead. It'll be Mo Harkless.
It's a good pass by PG.
Yeah, and he saw him early.
Right.
And Lou Williams coming back rested. You know that. Paul George can't walk away from him. And take it away. Drew Holiday on top of the basketball with another steal. He went down the leg of Paul George and was saved. Now Holiday put the pressure on Paul George on the fall away. Yes, and a lead for the Pels with Drew's first.
The thing he wants to do is foul. Attack him any chance that you get offensively.
Pels have missed their last 6 field goal attempts. Harrell, man, it's going to be a hold and more free throws come in. And when it comes to turnovers, they're 27th in the league, 18 a contest. Up at the top, Paul George, and it's blocked away. The rim got a part of it because Derek Favors was on the opposite side with good help defense. 10 on the shot clock for Holiday. He's going to beat Paul George to the rack. Get contact, didn't get a whistle.
And you know what? It's going to take a lot for the officials to give Paul George his 6th foul.
Okay, you're right. Drew jumped that route right in front of us. Took away that pass. Paul George tapped away. Holiday steals it away again. Huge play by Drew. 2-point lead. Now can they get a bucket to make it a 2-possession game? Holiday going fast this time. Right by Harkless underneath and fouled.
And
goes to look for contact. Paul George. They're going to PG-13. And Drew Holiday steals it away for a 5th time. Now bring it back out. Clock.
If you are the Pelicans right now, you are no longer playing against the Clippers. You are playing against the clock.
Ball given away. Paul George. Points off a takeaway. 24 to 20. 48.1 to play. Magruder will bring it in with Lou Williams. Tough cover for Frank Jackson. It'll be Paul George coming up with a good look, too good a look, and he hits the triple. 1-possession game.